guys, welcome to the Disney Vibe Sisters.
I'm Audie.
And I'm Tinley.
And today we're doing a review of 50s Primetime Cafe at Hollywood Studios and Disney World. So here's us entering, and then here's some of the inside area where you check in. And then we're going to show you us walking to the table and then us sitting down. So now I'm going to talk about some stuff like you can walk up to here and see if there's availability, but I do recommend getting a reservation for this just in case to make sure that you get a spot. And also, if you want to cancel, you have to cancel it 2 hours in advance or you'll be charged $10 per person. And also, this is a themed restaurant, so they're going to treat you kind of like how they would in the 50s, and the waitresses and waiters are like supposed to be like your cousin or your grandma or your aunt and stuff. So sometimes they'll yell at you if you have like your elbows on the table and stuff like that, and they make you set your own table. But if you just want to go there for the food and not that experience, you can ask for a waiter or waitress that isn't as in character if you want to. Yeah. So there was the menu that I just showed. And yeah, you can look through the menu and pause if you need to. And then next we're going to show you what we ordered. So here's what we ordered. So the first thing is Cousin Amy's romaine wedge salad. It's marinated tomatoes, feta crumbles, and roasted red pepper ranch dressing, and it's $12. Next, for our appetizers, we got the cornbread skillet served with butter and honey, and it's $11.
Honey butter.
It says butter and honey.
Oh,
but yeah.
I thought they was together.
So next, we're gonna show you our entrees and then dessert, and then we're gonna review them all together. So here are the entrees we got first. Here's Cousin Harold's rigatoni pasta. It's mixed with vegetables and chickpeas, and it's plant-based, and it's $22. Next is Cousin Megan's traditional meatloaf, which is a blend of beef and pork served with roasted garlic, mashed potatoes, green beans, and tomato glaze, and it's $26. Next is Aunt Liz's golden fried chicken, served with roasted garlic, mashed potatoes, chicken gravy, seasonal vegetables, which was $29. And then Grandpa Jean's chicken pot pie, a traditional pastry crust filled with chicken, potatoes, carrots, celery, onions, corn, and peas, which was $26. And next we're going to show you the dessert. Here's Dad's favorite chocolate peanut butter layered cake. It's $8.50.
And there is a peanut butter and jelly milkshake for $9.75.
Now we're going to review the food we got. So first, Cousin Amy's romaine wedge salad. And I liked it. It was okay. It was kind of just a salad, but it was still good if you like salad. I'd rate it a 5 out of 10. And Tilly didn't try it.
I did not try it.
So now we're going to rate the cornbread skillet. And I really liked this. I thought it was really good. I usually don't like cornbread, but this cornbread was really good. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. The butter, and I don't like honey either, but the butter with the honey was really good on it. So yeah, but I think I preferred it plain, but it was still really good. I'd probably rate it a 9 out of 10. I would really recommend getting this. Even if you don't like cornbread, maybe try it, because I don't like cornbread very much and I liked it.
I heard from Audie didn't get the top piece, she got the bottom piece of butter, and the person that got the top piece, I cannot remember who, said the top piece was really salty because I put salt on the butter. And it was butter and honey, and I don't like honey, so I didn't try the butter on my cornbread. But the cornbread was really good, and I think it was a little bit moist. Sorry if you don't like that word.
We all agreed to stop saying that word. I'm not being serious. I don't really care. But yes, I agree. It was moist.
It was a little moist. I did really like it. I was debating on rating it a 8 or a 9, and Audie rated it a 9, but I'm going to rate it an 8.5.
So next we're going to review Cousin Harold's rigatoni pasta, and it was okay. I didn't really like it. It was just kind of plain, and yeah, I would rate it a 4 out of 10. It just didn't have very much going for it, but I do think it's a decent plant-based option.
I agree. I would also rate it a 4 out of 10, and would I eat it? Yeah. Would I buy it? No. I don't think it's worth your money. I think you could find something better on the menu.
So next we're going to review Cousin Megan's traditional meatloaf. So honestly, I thought it was kind of dry. It's probably my favorite.
You, Cousin Megan, put her hard work into that meatloaf.
Well, I think it was kind of dry, and I have had better meatloaf, but it was probably the best thing I ate there. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. And yeah, I think the meatloaf at Pop Century that's plant-based is better than this meatloaf.
I think it's worse.
Okay. So you want to give your review?
Oh, yes. This was also my favorite thing we ate there. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. And I think this one was better than Pop Century's meatloaf. I thought this meatloaf was really good. The mashed potatoes. I don't like brown gravy. I think the mashed potatoes were like kind of creamy, if that's the right word. But I didn't really like it because of the brown gravy, so I couldn't tell you what the taste was. The brown gravy was too overpowering. Did I say what I rated it?
No.
I would rate it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, and by the way, now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't my favorite thing, but it was my favorite entree we ate here.
Yeah.
So next we're going to review Aunt Liz's Golden Fried Chicken, and this was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I'd probably rate it a 5 out of 10. I've just had better fried chicken than this.
I also rated it a 5 out of 10. And as some of y'all know, I do not like chicken textures. If you don't know, I challenge you to go find the video where I say that and comment what video it is under this video. But this chicken texture surprisingly didn't bother me. Also, off topic, but Flo's Cafe in Disneyland, that chicken texture doesn't bother me either. And I don't really like chicken having bones because I don't like to bite around it. But yeah, but this was fine. And I really appreciated the chicken texture.
So next we're going to review Grandpa June's Chicken Pot Pie. And it was okay. I'd probably rate it a 5 out of 10. It was decent, but it was just a chicken pot pie.
I would rate this a 6 out of 10. It was decent. It was okay chicken pot pie. There's better chicken pot pies. I didn't like the pastry crust on top instead of just like a pie crust all around it. I would have preferred that. And also the chicken kind of bothered me with, the texture. But other than that, this was pretty decent. I would probably get this again.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad.
So next we're going to review Dad's favorite chocolate peanut butter layered cake. And I really liked this. I thought it was good. I'd rate it.
Oh, and she doesn't like cake.
Yeah, I don't really like chocolate cake that much. I do love peanut butter, and I liked this, so I'd get this.
Reese Cups peanut butter? I love Reese peanut butter. But I don't like Jif peanut butter, for example. I don't like that peanut butter. I did not like this. I don't like chocolate cake very much, and I don't really like certain type of peanut butter. But surprisingly, this was okay. Probably the best chocolate cake I had, and it was moist. Sorry.
So rate it.
Oh, 2.
So next we're going to review the peanut butter and jelly milkshake, and I like this, but it does taste like how it sounds, a peanut butter and jelly milkshake. You can imagine that. And I really liked it. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10.
I really wish this had more jelly in it. It was just peanut butter milkshake. Wasn't anything special. I didn't really like this. I had one bite and I think I was done. So I would rate this above the cake. So 3 out of 10.
Yeah, and like she said, it does have a lot of peanut butter in it. It doesn't have a lot of jelly taste. So if you really like peanut butter, I recommend this. So yeah, but it doesn't have a lot of the jelly taste in it. Now we're going to do our final review, but first Tilly wants to tell you something.
Yes, I forgot to mention this. The pop, I drink Diet Pop, and you can either add vanilla or cherry flavoring into the pop, and I really appreciated that. I really loved it, and everywhere else I went for the rest of this trip, because this was first day, I think, of the trip, and everywhere else, I was like, I didn't ask, but like, I was hoping they had flavored pop.
Yes, and it
But
is Coke products.
oh
Too,
yes,
by the way.
I loved that pop. I would rate that pop a 8 out of 10. It was very delicious pop.
Okay, but my final review of the restaurant is the theming's really cool, and yeah, if you don't want that like really theming experience, like I said with the waiter and waitresses, you can ask to not have that. But the theming, the inside and stuff is really cool. But I just think the entrees were they weren't that good.
They
They
were
were
okay.
just decent, yeah, and they weren't really worth the price. But the appetizer, the cornbread, and the desserts, I think were worth it.
I think
So,
the drinks would worth it. I would go back just for the drinks, guys.
Yeah, so it was
I
good.
loved
Just
those drinks.
the entrees weren't very good, but everything else we had, I think, was really good.
I liked the meatloaf, but yeah, it was okay. I would rate the whole restaurant maybe a 8 out of 10. And I was gonna say a 6 out of 10, but the drinks elevated it to an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd probably rate it a 7 out of 10, so close. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And please consider subscribing if you like these videos. We have a bunch of different restaurant reviews. We did a Nine Dragons one, and we have more on the channel. We have a bunch of resort tours, like an all-star one, Polynesian one, Grand Floridian Contemporary Art and Animation. We have a Pop Century and Riviera one coming. We also have a bunch of ride-throughs of Disney World and Disneyland, and we have some cruise videos and some cruise videos coming. So,
yes.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that stuff.
Yeah, stay tuned. Maybe subscribe if you don't want to miss it. We might see you next time. Bye!